Tonight, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Green Bay Packers taking on the Chicago Bears.
Historic Lambeau Field fittingly it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
To number
13 yards on the game's opening play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Barlow. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 75 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
And all the way down to the 26. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
It's a pickup of 6.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Barlow. That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in.
Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
Cole Kmet, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive #1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it, because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
The ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
That's good.
The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers sliding out of the pocket. His throw incomplete. Davante Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun again to Jones. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
Well, we've talked about it before. You know, this jet sweep, something a lot of teams like to run nowadays, and this one winds up in the end zone.
And it is all about creating different ways to get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. And wasn't it interesting that part of this game, head coach told us, I saw this sitting in my chair watching a Tuesday night college game and decided to implement it myself.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line.
Le'Veon Bell, the ball.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense.
It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The numbers on the ground for Jones last week. 18 carries, 73 yards.
Well, he's the number 2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to number 1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a gold watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He'll leave it for Kelly, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
With a handoff to
well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like with the...
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this 1st quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down. Partner, we had the game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
I think that we all figured when he called it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14, Bears 7.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 40.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quick. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Kelly. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain.
If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield. Watching that play unfold or watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
13 yards, first down, Packers.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On first down, Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
He was brought down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, 30, past the 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Options galore here. Second and a few inches.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Rodgers going to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. 11 yards there, first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete.
Intended for number 8.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10.
Second and 10.
Throwing again, Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Covered by Chicago.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. From the 7, it's second and 5.
Second and 5 at the Bears' 7-yard line.
Here's Jones. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Touchdown, Packers! From 4 yards out. Well, the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further.
For the point after.
And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height, or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Jurrell Casey, his second sack of the night. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over first and 10. Rodgers now on first down. He'll try and run it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving.
Field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And no reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. The white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, where you see the final score there. 21-10, the final score. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting L.A. Rams. A touchdown, the difference. 21-14, the final score. And finally, on Monday Night Football, they've got a good one lined up between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Las Vegas Raiders. In our game has been Aaron Rodgers, who was on target in the first half. He's thrown for close to 200 yards already, and that's helped propel his guys into the lead. As we send you back to Brandon Gaudin.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. So here are the Packers now to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Brings up 2nd and a
now Rodgers. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
Aaron Jones.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll bring this one inside the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
At the 32-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up 1st downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on 1st and 2nd down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Barlow. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barlow. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
First down.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. An explosive 38-yard pickup. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears.
Number 12.
Allen Robinson. His 2nd touchdown on the season. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
27-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Slant to Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
43-yard.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll go again to Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
He'll get the first down and more inside the 20, and down to the 16-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Jones. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Packers add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Throwing on first down, Barlow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barlow. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Off play action. Barlow. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. A give to Jones. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This is Jones. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards, first down Packers.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
2-yard line.
They'll keep it in the hands of Kelly. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Kelly. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try again with Jones. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, he's got him in the lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Seibert set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw on 2nd down. Barlow. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
A loss of 9 yards.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. And he'll get this underneath to Bell. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
On 4th down. Barlow. And Robinson with a big catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, Barlow. This is Bell on the dump-off. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up second.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Operating from the gun, Barlow. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Barlow goes underneath for Bell. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a game.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears cut into that lead.
The Bears will line up for the...
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. On to the Bears, get it? They did. Chicago football. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Barlow is going to find his running back. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Austin Seibert set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Onto the field now come the Bears. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Barlow. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 3.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Barlow. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. On first down, Barlow over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on first down, Barlow finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.